Hey everybody, welcome to the Retro Show. My name is Owen. Today we're going to be playing Banjo-Kazooie, and we're at Mumbo's Mountain. So let's get started. Bottles kind of tells us, hey, I got more moves for you to learn, so come on by. And we're going to kind of ignore him because we want to. Actually, not really. So these are music notes. You use them to get into note doors that unlock more areas of the castle. Brintilda's lair. So we'll get those. These are Jinjos. And what Jinjos do, if you get 5 of them, all 5 of them on a level, you get a Jiggy. Jiggies are the puzzle pieces. I don't know if I mentioned that, actually. I'm trying to remember what I've already said. Sorry. In the beginning, there's a lot of introductions of all the... Because all the items have, like, different names. They're all talking items. Like, even the honeycombs tell you, hey, I'm a honeycomb. Keep your bare paws off me, or something like that. I just skipped over what he said. But, yeah. I will admit, this is a collectathon. I know I've said that, but it's one of the most fun collectathons I've ever played, so not even gonna complain. By the way, if you are familiar with, like, speedrunners playing this game, and you're familiar with their routes or whatever they do, I know I probably do not take nearly, like, the most efficient route. I just kind of go where I want. That's why I said this is just for me to have fun. You know, this whole run is just a good time. By the way, Banjo is useless in this game. Seriously, Banjo, his moves are terrible. You never use them, really. You usually use that attack, because it's just really, you can go really far while you're doing it and kind of turn your direction. You use this attack. You use this jump, or this jump, and later on, Banjo won't even walk. I'll explain that later when we get to it. Banjo could kind of not even be here and it would be fine. But that's not to say that I don't love the concept of a bear and a bird, like, working together. It's a really cool character dynamic that I really like, but, like I said, Banjo's kind of useless in this game, and he gets top billing. Banjo's a lot more useful in Banjo-Tooie, which is the sequel. There's a lot more stuff that he can do. In Banjo-Tooie, you learn a move that lets you split up, and then Banjo's a lot more useful. He's got his own move set that is unique. It's really cool. I don't like Banjo-Tooie as much as Banjo-Kazooie, though, because, I mean, I don't know. I just don't. Which is weird. A lot of people, will argue that Banjo-Tooie is the better game, and I don't see it. It's a great game, but Banjo-Kazooie is just such a it's such a classic, and B, they changed too many things in Banjo-Tooie that I was so used to in Banjo-Kazooie that just kind of bugged me. So this move we're learning right now is called the Talon Trot, and it is a way to move up steep slopes without falling off. But it also is faster than Banjo's walking, so I'm going to be using it basically for the entire game, as much as I can. Just because it's faster than Banjo. I say that now, but I probably won't actually end up doing that. Oh, also, 100% of the game only requires you to get all the Jinjos, or sorry, all the Jiggies, all the notes, and all the upgrades. It does not require you to get all the Mumbo tokens, which are those skull-looking things. You use those for transformations, and you have to get all the transformations, but you don't have to get all the Mumbo tokens. Oh, 100% also requires all the honeycombs, the empty honeycombs. So I go by the total screen. So you can see here, Mumbo's Mountain, I've got 54 notes, 4 Jiggies, and 0 of the honeycombs. So I go by this screen. It has all the levels listed. See, it's got all the levels listed. And I don't do the stop and swap stuff. I've already gotten all that, and I don't think you can get it twice. Besides, there's really no point in it, because A, it doesn't affect your percentage, and B, they didn't get used in the way they were supposed to. That's a fun story. Maybe I should tell that story. I don't know if I'll put this in or not, but I'm gonna tell you basically, Stop and Swap was an idea. They knew they were going to make Banjo-Tooie, so after you beat the game, you could go back to these certain locations in the game and find these items called the Stop and Swap eggs and Ice Key, which you can see right there. There's 6 eggs and Ice Key. And the thought process was that you could, in Banjo-Tooie, you could play Banjo-Kazooie and then pull your cartridge out of the N64 while it was still on and put in Banjo-Kazooie, or Tooie, sorry. You pull out Kazooie and put in Tooie. And the thought process was that the N64 would have enough, I believe, RAM that it would keep the data of the Stop and Swap eggs on your cartridge so that you could use them in Banjo-Tooie and it would unlock stuff. It was kind of a perk to owning both games. It never worked. They thought they could get it to work and they couldn't, so it failed, and now you have these 6 random eggs and Ice Key that are just kind of hanging out there. See, this Conga, I think, yeah, Conga, and you get 3 Jiggies. I always get Jiggy and Jinjo mixed up for some reason. I know the difference, but anyway, you get 3 Jiggies from him alone. You get the one from having him throw the oranges, you get the one for stealing his orange, and then you get one for knocking him off, or not knocking him off, but hurting him enough times with eggs. Okay, so you get these eggs, and you shoot him at him. These are also grunty switches. They revealed Jiggies that are in the overworld in Gruntilda's lair. So there's 10 of those as well, I believe. So she spits eggs out. And you gotta watch out because he throws an egg, or orange. Come on. Come on. There we go. Kazooie can also shoot them out the other end, too. And I know that looks a little ridiculous, but you actually have to use it in some points in the game. So, that will come into play. Let's see, which ones haven't I gotten yet? I'm trying to remember. Did I get the one for the totem? No, okay, so I need the totem, I need the anthill, and I need one other that I can't think of. Oh, I think there's just one on the hillside over here. So one thing I should mention in this game, the notes. This is really a frustrating point about the game. If you die, the level doesn't save the amount of notes you have, so it's not like if I come back into the level, I'll still have 54 notes or whatever, how many I have. It saves your high score and then it resets all the notes. So if I get 99 notes and I die or I leave the level, all the notes reset and I get that score of 99, so it helps me to open doors. But if I'm 100% in the game, I need to get all 100, which means that I would have to get all the 99 that I had and then the extra one. Hopefully I won't have to do that in this run, so I won't really have to explain it more. Just know that if I die in the middle of the level, it means I'm gonna have to restart collecting notes, basically. So this is Mumbo. Mumbo Jumbo, I believe his name is. I think his full name is Mumbo Jumbo, because there's Humba Wumba in the second one, Mumbo Jumbo in this one. And he transforms us with his magic into different creatures and objects in this game. And they're required. You have to get all of them to 100% the game, technically, I believe. I'm not sure if that's actually a part of the 100% requirement, but you have to get them for all the Jiggies anyways. So I guess it kind of is part of the 100%. I need one more Mumbo token. I don't know where one is. Oh, actually I do remember. I think that gets me every time. I'm always one short, and there's one in here. Because you can't climb, these walls are too steep to climb, so you just slide off. There's a way to do it, there's a way to glitch your way through it, but it's too steep for Kazooie to climb even with the Talon Trot, so we have to become a termite. Okay, so now I'm a termite. And there's really no point in being a termite other than climbing steep cliffs. Termite Banjo can't attack, can't do anything other than jump and climb. Ah, jeez. I always have trouble with this for some reason. It's like a bad camera angle or something. Ah. I think part of it is I'm so used to just sliding off that I never just like line it up. I always kind of rush through it trying to get to the end. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ah, jeez, get off of there. Get off of there. Okay, so I got all 100 notes. Now if I die, it's no big deal because I've already 100%ed the notes on this level. I just have to get the last Jiggy, and then I think there's one more honeycomb. And then I'll be done with the first level. There's 10 levels in total, I believe. 10 or 9? I think, actually, no, there's 9. I don't know, we'll figure out how many levels there are as we go. Yeah, there's the last Jiggy. Oh, also, the termite doesn't take fall damage. Okay, so if we look at the totals screen, 100% of the level. So we're done with Mumbo's Mountain. Let's go back to Grunty's Lair. And some of the levels later on are probably going to be 2-part episodes. I know, like, Tick-Tock Wood or Click-Clock Wood. I can't ever... I think it's Click-Clock Wood. No, Tick-Tock Wood. I don't know. It's one of the two. One of those two levels, Tick-Tock Wood or Click-Clock Wood or whatever you want to call it, takes forever. So it's probably... It takes me like 40 minutes to 100% that level. So it'll probably be a 2-part episode. Mumbo's magic lasts outside of the level in a very short radius. So I think this one and then the bee transformation later on in the game are the only two you actually need outside. Oh no, you need the pumpkin later on too. And the gator. Okay, actually, you can use a lot of them outside the world. So here's a note door like I was talking about. You only need 50 notes to get through it. So we're through the first note door, pretty easy. 50 notes on Mumbo's Mountain is very easy to do. And actually, fun fact about Mumbo's Mountain, it was like the first level in a game that I ever wanted to speedrun. When I was little, I used to try and see how fast I could beat Mumbo's Mountain, because it's so easy, it's really straightforward. It's kind of linear, you can make a really good route for it. A lot of the other levels, you kind of have to go all over the place. That one's like, if you move in a circle, you can pretty much beat the whole level, 100% it, in one straight path. So that was when I first got interested in speedrunning. I don't really do a whole lot of speedrunning, other than I do a Super Mario 64 speedrun, but it's not that good. Either way, just a fun fact. This is the second level, Treasure Trove Cove. I know for a lot of people playing this game, Treasure Trove Cove is one they remember the most. It's like one of the most memorable things. Also, I know for for speedrunners who just start out, I've heard a lot of read a lot of things, heard a lot of things about how it's one of the harder levels for people to 100% in a fast way, just because it's not that long, but it's difficult. Everything's spread out, and it's easy to die on this stage, making you start over. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, I would say that this has gone on long enough, so thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Owen from the Retro Show, and we'll pick up where we left off next time, so I hope to see you there. I really hope to see you there. I'm lonely. Bye-bye.